gets cold up here in the Northern Hemisphere, especially here in Toronto. I'm ready for spring and the start of the season. So just to keep us going, we've picked up this fresh video from Cub Crafters showing an absolutely astonishing short landing on a sandbank with sun, birds and beautiful weather. Yes, this is what we love in wild aviation. So just for you, if it's dark and cold where you are, let's begin this week with some nice warm news straight from Australia, where summer is at its peak. Oh, and please don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe on all our channels. It means everything to us and it keeps us on air. I'm Regan Tetlow and this is Air Sports News. 151 pilots, that's the official starting grid of the Bright Open 22 paragliding contest that is taking place in Bright, Australia. It's an impressive number, especially because the organisers expected no more than 100 participants. Held in the beautiful alpine region of Victoria, the Bright Open is one of two legs of the Australian Nationals. It is located in the Victorian Alps to the northeast of Melbourne, surrounded by the beautiful mountainous landscapes of various national parks. It is situated between Mount Buffalo, Mount Bogong and Mount Feathertop, that dominates about 1,000 to 1,200 metres above the valley, with its peaks of about 1,500 to 1,800 metres above sea level. Not only Australian pilots are participating in this event, on the grid we have athletes from 24 countries, including Japan, France, United States, Poland, South Korea, Argentina, Vietnam and many more. And the final stage of the event will take place on the 11th of February. So we'll let you know about the results in next week's show. At last, we have some great official and confirmed news from the World Championship Air Race, which now is simply called the Air Race. We've got the final start list and amazing places to host the events in 2022. 12 elite racing teams have signed up for the 22, 23 and 24 race seasons, with 12 further challenger pilots competing in the new second tier Aero Series, including some of the latest and greatest graduates of the Air Race Academy. The season opener will take place in May this year, and there are 8 races scheduled to take place at iconic locations in Greece, Portugal, United Kingdom, Russia, Istanbul, the United Arab Emirates and Egypt. And just a few days ago, Indonesia joined the calendar as well. Air Race was built on the significant legacy that the Red Bull Air Race leaves behind. In the past years, pilots raced themselves in 94 races, gathering 24 million spectators at live events and maintaining a global digital reach of 2.1 billion. If you are interested in upcoming air sports events for hang gliders and paragliders, we've prepared this short schedule list for February and March. Take a look. El Peñón Classic Hang Gliding Race will take place in Valle de Bravo, Mexico from the 20th to the 26th of February. From the first day of March, hang gliders will also compete in Fasterhold in Denmark during the Danish League 2022. The paragliders will move to Costa Rica, where the 3rd of March, the Open Rivas Alex Launch event will begin in Perez, Zalindon City. A few days later, from the 7th to the 12th of March, the Open Trujillo competition is scheduled in Torococo, Venezuela. And from the 19th to the 23rd of March, acro paragliders will visit Cromwell in New Zealand to show their newest acro skills on their aggressive and fast wings. So often here we're talking about skydiving on Air Sports News, but now for the first time we're looking closer at the marketing that hides behind this amazing sport. I spoke with the founder of Beyond Marketing and Drop Zone Marketing, and the main goal of this company is to be supporting clients to increase transactions, committing to building relationships and to convert one-time customers to life loyal clients. And this requires that they exceed their every expectations along the continuum. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the visionary and great friend, James Ledbarry. Tell us what is Drop Zone Marketing, James?
Well, Drop Zone Marketing is our niche agency brand. So we're a marketing agency. To put it simply, we specialize in website design, SEO, Google Ads, social media management, copywriting, lots of copywriting, and branding, graphic design. Drop Zone Marketing is actually sort of our sub or niche brand specific to the skydiving industry under our headlining brand, which is actually Beyond Marketing. So Beyond Marketing is our agency brand that works outside of the skydiving industry. Drop Zone Marketing inside. We just celebrated our 9th year of business.
Wow, 9th year. I mean, I remember you starting this as well. And the content is fantastic. It's good content. It's always heartfelt content. It's never just kind of blah, 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 marketing. It's really, you really touch on the emotion and the heart of what we do.
Thank you. I think I've got a lot of empathy. I have a lot of empathy for our primary audience of who we work with the most is drop zone managers and owners. And this is a really hard business. And, I went through a lot of highs and lows as a drop zone manager across 9 years. And, it's just tough. It's tough on you physically, it's tough on you emotionally. And whenever I write anything, I try to provide value for our skydiving professionals at large. And it is heartfelt because I know what everyone's going through. Not that it's like anyone's saying, "Oh, woe's me, poor me," what have you. But no, this business takes a toll on you. There's no question about it, and I like to talk about it.
So if you've got your own drop zone, I think it's a great idea to watch the full-length interview with James. It's a huge knowledge of resources to start a new place or develop those that are already existing. And you can find this interview on our Air Sports Promotion YouTube channel. So while we're waiting for the first sailplane competitions this season, some pilots have been releasing interesting content to help to increase other pilots' competition level. One of them is Tim from the Pure Glide channel, where he has put a great tutorial together based on real flights about how to glide fast in weak conditions. Soaring flight, maintaining or gaining altitude rather than slowly gliding downwards. This is the reason most pilots take to the sky. After learning to stay aloft for 2 hours or more at a time, the urge to set off cross country often overcomes the soaring pilot. The goal is the same whether on a cross country or a local flight, to use available updrafts as efficiently as possible. This involves finding and staying within the strongest part of the updraft. So how to do this properly? Well, you can watch the full video from Tim to find out more. So most of us know how the standard paramotor equipment looks like, right? A paragliding wing, a harness and a big and heavy engine on the back with a huge propeller. But now the Fulcrum Engines company have designed something completely new. Watch this. The PowerPod is a revolutionary concept of a paragliding pod harness featuring a very compact and lightweight engine behind the pilot, which does not interfere with free flight. With this unit, every pilot will be able to take off from any field, turn off their engine and soar under the clouds. Finally, there is a way for free-flying paraglider pilots to become absolutely independent where they choose to fly. This system looks similar to the electric engines used in sailplanes, which are used only if necessary and are small enough to not be disturbing in free flight. Is this the future of paramotoring? Well, for sure it really looks interesting. My second special guest this week started skydiving in 1988 and soon became heavily involved in competition, first as a competitor, then as a judge. During her time as an athlete, she won 5 gold, 7 silver and 7 bronze medals in paraski and the classic events of style and accuracy at the USPA Nationals, earning a spot on 8 US parachute teams. And last year, she received the USPA's Lifetime Achievement Award. Let's talk with the legendary Mary Lou Loughlin. Mary Lou, first of all, let's say a big congratulations on your Lifetime Achievement Award in skydiving parachuting. What an honor.
Well, it's an honor to have received it, and it's been an amazing journey. And like I said at the Nationals where I received the award, you Regan, you have been on the journey with me. You are part of my story for receiving the award. And so many people in that room were also part of the journey, and it's continuing. So it's not about me, it's about us.
Yes. Yeah. How did you find out? When did it first come to your attention that this was happening?
I thought I had COVID and I thought I was dying on my sofa when I got the phone call.
Wow.
And the entire board was, on the other end of the phone when they called me, and a couple people were like, "You sounded like death." It was like, I felt like death. I could barely get a thank you out.
Wow. But you probably couldn't even register it for a little while. It probably took some time.
Yeah, it was amazing. And the really cool thing that happened was, it was such an honor to have that. And having been in a board meeting for so many years, sitting there when that call happened to somebody else,
Right.
to have it be me that was receiving it was, I wish I was feeling better.
Yes. Wow.
So if you're a skydiving and parachuting fan, you really should watch the full-length interview with Mary Lou. Just join our YouTube channel, find the interview and click the bell over there to be updated always with our new content. Elroy Air has unveiled the first pre-production model of its delivery drone called the Chaparral. Elroy says the hybrid electric aircraft can carry up to 500 pounds at a maximum distance of 500 miles. The Chaparral is the flying part of an integrated high-throughput autonomous aerial logistics system. The vehicle can land, deposit cargo, pick up another load and take off again, all in just a few minutes and without operator interaction. The Chaparral is designed to carry cargo in lightweight aerodynamic pods which are preloaded by the ground personnel and picked up autonomously by the aircraft before takeoff. The result is a conveyor belt through the sky for high throughput express shipping. Gopro have released another stunning video with some wingsuit flying included, this time from the amazing jump over the Swiss Alps, performed by the one and only Daniel Darby, using a 360 camera on his chest. The result? Just look at this. So after a 1 week break, we're back with our new short segment describing and showing the most popular or unique air sports athletes on the planet. This time, we're focusing on aerobatic flying and presenting the king of unlimited aerobatics, Rob Holland. Earning his pilot's license while still a teenager, Rob began flying aerobatics almost immediately, all while building valuable flight time and experience as a corporate pilot, a commuter pilot, a banner, a flight instructor, a ferry pilot, and operating his own aerobatic flight school. Now in his 18th year as a full-time airshow pilot, Rob has distinguished himself by blazing a trail of innovation, developing manoeuvres never before seen at airshows. One of my goals is to take aerobatics to the next level, Rob explains. I want to push the limits of what can be done. But while his impact and influence on the airshow community is undeniable, his remarkable skills at the controls of his MXS RH are matched with a humble approach and demeanour that has forged a unique connection with countless fans all over the world. To be honest, this guy is an absolute legend and I must get him on the show. So are you ready to head back in time? Let's go with our Hall of Fame section. On the 5th of February 1949, an Eastern Airlines Lockheed Constellation flew from Los Angeles to LaGuardia Airport, New York in 6 hours, 17 minutes and 39 seconds, setting a new west-to-east transcontinental speed record for transport aircraft. The flight was timed by officials of the National Aeronautic Association. On the 7th of February 1984, during mission STS-41, NASA astronauts Captain Bruce McCandless and Colonel Robert Stewart left the Space Shuttle Challenger on the first untethered spacewalk. For 5 hours and 55 minutes, they used the nitrogen-fueled manned maneuvering units to move about the outside of the spaceship. At the farthest, McCandless was 320 feet away. On the 7th of February 1964, the Beatles, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison and Ringo Starr arrived in America at John F. Kennedy International Airport from London aboard the Pan American World Airways Flight 101, a Boeing 707 named Jet Clipper Defiance. They were welcomed by an estimated 4,000 fans and 200 journalists. On the 7th of February 1920, Joseph Sadi LeConte was the first pilot to set a new FAI world speed record after the end of World War I. At Villers-Cabet, France, Sadi LeConte flew an Avion Newport type Gordon Bennett 1920 over a 1 kilometre course at an average speed of 275.86 kilometres per hour. This was already our 6th episode of the 10th season. I can't believe how quick the time goes. But anyway, we'll see you back here again next week when I'll be reporting from the Tsunami Skydivers Costa Rica event. I know, very, very lucky. So don't forget to like our content, share it and subscribe as well, please. I'm leaving you this week with a superb cooperation of FPV drone pilot Vincent Torrara with some acro paragliding pilots. We'll see you back here next week, guys.